Hey everyone, welcome back to more Chrono Trigger, where this is the final episode. We have two more things left to do. One of them was in the original version of Chrono Trigger, and one of them is new remake content that we can do. So we'll start off with the original version. Specchio has one more final form. This final form shows up if you are level 99 with your characters. In this case, I just fought the Snow Beast over and over and over again in the Antiquity Dimensional Vortex until I got up to level 99, because they respawn every single time you go on the screen. It makes it really simple. Either way, this form here is a pink new. He has 20,000 HP and has pretty much all the strongest spells, such as Luminaire, Dark Matter, and things like that. He also knows the headbutt stuff that can actually do like a chance of getting you down to 1 HP, but he also knows Halation, which can just bring you down to 1 HP as well. So that's why Chrono's here. He's just gonna be a elixir maid at this point. Hey Punkhead, where you been? What are you laughing at? Don't judge a book by its cover. Strength's got nothing to do with looks. As we've learned, the Lost Sanctum new is probably one of the strongest things in the game, aside from Specchio here. Specchio is the strongest boss of the original game. Because you can't hit it like at all with physicals. This is basically still the magic test. And now, since I have all the magic stuff I can possibly get, what I'm going to do is accidentally use 2 attacks because I had auto on, my bad. So I'm just gonna let this go through and I'm going to use a Mega Elixir because this is really, that really hurt. Okay, so let me top everybody off. Chrono's not gonna be able to do anything. So what I'm going to do is for this battle, it's going to be Blaze Kick. Chrono is just going to pop off a Mega Elixir because why not? There we go. With the Prison Spectacles, it does about 7,000, give or take. It does a lot of damage at this point. All you really gotta do is just use your strongest magic moves. In this case, for me, it's Blaze Kick because it's a single thing. That's also the weird thing that it could do. It also knows a move called Salt, which will fully heal a party member. Why? It just does, I guess. I guess it's congratulating you for doing a good job. Either way, this fight isn't hard, especially since you're level 99 for it at this point. So you just, again, just use all your good moves and it goes down really quickly. Oh me, oh my. That was embarrassing. I guess you ain't so bad after all. This is for you. This is amazing, so amazing, it breaks the music. Specchio's Cheer and Joy set. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it does it on the DS release or the SNES release. I don't remember. But it's funny that it happens. But we get 10 magic capsules, 10 speed capsules, 10 strength capsules, and 10 mega elixirs. This is amazing. It's great because you can do this every playthrough of this game. Once you get to the end of time, you can fight them again and get 10 more of all these things and just power up your characters. It's amazing. It does last a year. This praise is really good. And you can max out your characters pretty quickly. Otherwise, there are better methods than playing until the end of time in order to get your stats maxed. In the DS version anyway. So for strength capsules, we can just fight the Blubber Hulks in the Black Omen and just repeatedly steal them from him because they always just respawn whenever you re-enter the room. So it's a strength capsule each time you charm. On the other hand, if you want magic capsules, the red gauges in Chrono's version of the Dimensional Vortex right above his house, those in the volcano area, you can steal magic capsules from those. And they also respawn every time you re-enter the room, so you do have that option as well. For speed capsules, you should mostly be maxed out already, just playing through the game one time. But if you're not, going to the Black Omen and just stealing from all the panels as you go through is probably the easiest way of going about it if you haven't already done so. That all being said, once you complete all the dimensional vortexes and you head to the end of time once more, the old man tries to get your attention. When he does... Have you, by chance, observed any odd distortions in time's fabric in recent days? Yes, we have. Dimensional vortices connecting to a place with a civilization entirely different from our own. Indeed, then it is as I thought. Has something happened? As it were, the bucket here has seemed a bit different as of late. It's still connected to the Day of Lavos, of course, but there's more. A great power flows into it from some distant plane, far beyond even the darkened borders of time's eclipse. It's a power similar to that of Lavos, but not entirely the same. A fearsome presence, to be sure. Yet I sense longing and loneliness there as well. It may well be another terrible foe awaits you in that place. If you have the mind to face it, by all means, go. But I cannot say I recommend it. So this, if we go up to the bucket now, and click on it, we can go to Time's Eclipse. This leads to a hidden secret boss battle that was exclusive to the DS version and now is part of the Steam and mobile versions as well. This is not an easy fight. So let me remain here for a moment, and I'm going to explain my party setup right now. So I chose Chrono, Morrow, and Robo mainly because I actually get access to Lifeline if I do that. And it's just good and like I don't have to revive people. That's nice. But I have the setup going so where everybody in my party has haste. And I have so Chrono can just do some extra damage to the prison spectacles. Morrow, on the other hand, just guarantee 777 damage just because I don't really know exactly how much damage I'm going to do with Morrow, and I would rather just do something guaranteed versus I don't know what. But more than likely she's gonna be curing anyway, so it's just kind of an extra amount. And then Robo, on the other hand, you know my strategy by now. I go by all luck, and in this case, I'm gonna be doing 9999 every single time I get a hit with him. Luca, not so much, because I'm not really gonna be casting magic after a certain point anyway, so she's gonna be kinda useless, but she is a good pick for healing. Frog, on the other hand, no. I wouldn't honestly have him in the fight, but I guess he is a good damage dealer. Ayla, not now. If she was level 99 or 96 and up, yeah, I would go for that, but not now. Magus? Again, I'm not going to be casting magic after a certain point anyway, so I'm just going to stick with this for now. If I was any higher level, if I had level 96, Ayla would definitely be in my party, but right now, no. So we go to Times Eclipse. And as you can tell, this is a file where my characters aren't as high level yet. I didn't do the grinding yet in this particular file. What is this place? So we have a Magus here as well, but as you can tell, we still have the one in our party. So where is this Magus from? Let's find out. Here, Lavos is no more. This is the future in which we defeated him. Whether that is the future of the world from which you've come, I do not know. There are as many worlds as there are potentialities. A new foe has arisen here, in this endless expanse that is time's eclipse. It feasts upon thoughts, dreams, and memories. Do not think to meddle here. This enemy is my affair. Now I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I have Magus in my party for this particular instance where they could have both met each other? That's because the designers didn't care, and the only line they gave him was ... exclamation point. Yeah, I see very much wasted potential there. Which is even weirder to me because all throughout the DS content, they expanded and gave him tons of lines, so they kind of gave him some sort of form of character development in a sense. But it is what it is, I guess. Either way, let's head through this portal and face the new enemy that lies beyond. I'm not finished with you yet. Magus! I believe I told you not to interfere. Let all that was once was fade into oblivion. I welcome the end of existence. No, Shala! Free yourself from its spell. Please, you must open your eyes.
Oh no!
Isn't that Lavos? Why is Shala with it? Offensive power incalculable. We are in extreme danger. Yes, we are. Embrace your destruction. It is inevitable. The Dream Devourer has 32,000 HP and will start off with Devour's Dreams from a Distant Dimension. This is a very strong physical attack that will do a ton of damage to you if you don't have a lot of defenses, so make sure that you have your defenses high, level up as much as possible, have all your good equipment. I'm going to start off with Lifeline just so I had that buffer in case somebody dies. But every time you attack it, no matter what you do, it will counter with Mana Reaver, which will steal all the MP of the character that attacked. But it'll also do this regularly too, so you just want to make sure you're using the Mega Elixirs all the time. So what I would recommend is using Barrier Spheres and Shield Spheres as well, just so you make sure that you're kind of topped off on all that, just because things can hurt with what it does. And what it does is a lot of stuff. Life Reaver is another thing that it can do. It will steal HP from our characters. It's not a counter to those, it just happens. Starfall is a big one that can hurt everybody really good for physical damage. It's a little bit stronger than its first attack that I just started with, which, not too big of a deal. Pandemonium as well, that one's like a very weak version of Starfall. Incinerate, on the other hand, hits everybody on the field for really good fire damage, so just make sure that you have good protections when it comes to the elements. Supernova is a lightning attack that hits everybody. It's not as strong as Incinerate. Ice Lance is a singular target one. It'll just hit somebody with water, as you can tell by ice. Gravity Sphere is just another lightning attack that hits everybody. It's not that strong. Heavenly Peel, on the other hand, that will, that will hurt and do more than half my health. If I wasn't protected, that could kill me. Flat out. It also knows Dreambind Stop, which I tried to do earlier, and that will put a status effect stop on our characters. So we want to make sure to have status protection for that, because now that we're in the second phase, we did 10,000 damage to him. He's going to counter every time with Chaos Zone Confuse, which will confuse whoever is not status protected. Because if we didn't get through the first phase quick enough, it will use Curse on our characters, which will get rid of our status immunity, which when we get to the second phase and it starts confusing us every turn, you can kiss this battle goodbye. It's done. There's no way out of that. Another thing that happens, once you get to the second phase, stop using all elemental magic, period. It will absorb everything you throw at it. So you have to hit it with any sort of physical. Physical attacks, physical non-elemental magic, whatever you may have that's physical. Just do not use elements. It will absorb it and you will have wasted your time. And also, now that we're on the second phase, it actually changes its attacks. It will start doing two different things. The End of All and Nothing is one of its normal attacks that it does. It can do nearly all your health. It is physical, so you can defend against it if you have any sort of spheres going and just your defenses. Not a big deal there. But its final attack, it will actually start storing up attack power as we're attacking it over time. And it's going to do a move called Phantasm. This is a magic attack, and it will hit all our party members. Think Heavenly Appeal, where it just can kind of probably kill us in one go, but it will hit everybody and probably kill us. So, yeah, just make sure to get through the rest of its 22,000 HP before it does that, because we're basically dealing with time being a factor. Ha ha ha, time, Chrono Trigger pun, haha. Yeah, so basically, we don't want him doing that at all. Thankfully, since I have Robo with me, I'm just doing all 9s constantly, and I'm just having everybody just do extra damage over time. You definitely want somebody that's strong in damage output. So you can start off with dueling elementals at first, but in the second half, do all your physical, and then just hope and pray that you won. No, Shala! Ugh! Shala? It is no doubt but a matter of time before Lavos consumes the whole of my awareness. It was I, after all, who wished it. Wished from the depths of my sadness and despair that all that was would be erased. The strength you wield now cannot free me. No, Perhaps it is better said that no strength can. So long as you lean upon the crutch of power, this world's sorrow can know no true end. Return to your own time now. Dwell not on this. Shala. Janice, thank you. But I am the girl I was no more. Live and be strong. But Shala! Farewell. Shala! So, you mean to say that no matter how hard I strive, no matter how strong I grow, there is nothing I might do to save you? What purpose, then, does this existence serve? If this is to be the way of things, then let me abandon all that was and fade away as well. Should a part of me somehow even then remain, then perhaps that will be the birth of something new, something with greater meaning than all this. What is this place? Ah. Who? Who am I? What's happened? I don't remember anything. There was something I needed to do, something I needed to find. I must find a way to remember. I will. And that is ending number 13, Dream's Epilogue. And this gives us the Dream Seeker. Yes, I'm going to overwrite my existing data. And now, once we load our game, let's see, which one is it? It should be this one here. The moment you go to the end of time and learn about the Time's Eclipse, the Dream Seeker should be in your inventory. It's a little wonky on the PC version. Just make sure that you got through that cutscene and you should get the Dream Seeker, which gives you a 90% critical hit rate and the maximum amount of strength and attack you could possibly get with Chrono. So basically 255. Compare that to the Rainbow where it has a 70% critical hit rate. Just pop this on. Maybe pop on like the Dragon's Tear or something, and every single one of his attacks is going to be a critical hit at that point. It is kind of bonkers, but it's also kind of a letdown because you get it after you do everything in the game. So aside from maxing out your characters, there's really not much else left to do. But yeah, let's talk about that ending a little bit. This ending was designed to connect to Chrono Cross better by making Magus actually more permanently Guile like he was supposed to be, but Chrono Cross never actually expanded upon that in any way, shape, or form. So it's just kind of how it is. But also, the Steam version doesn't have the FMV cinematic that's supposed to play after you do that ending. So, whoops. I'll show that at the end of this video just so I have a more complete LP. But also, when you lose to the fight, you see this. The end of all is nigh. Hooray for lazy game over! Why even show that? Just say game over. Now let me show that cinematic that's supposed to play after you beat that battle. I'd like to thank you all for watching the final episode of Chrono Trigger. This LP has been a blast to make, and I loved every second of it. And actually getting those 2 missing cutscenes up to snuff for the rest of the LP was actually kind of fun too. But that's pretty much it for now for the Chrono series. Maybe someday our paths will cross once again. See you all then.